Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. We're going to have a look at some pinks today. I've got 13 bright pink creams. I'm going to look at the darker creams later on in the year, so I have got some deep, dark, plummy kind of pinks. Now I've got 13 creams here. I've also got 13 different finished bright pinks, so shimmers, glitters, holographics, that kind of thing. So I'm going to split this up into two videos. So I'm going to look at the creams today, and they range from the very, very bright but pale pink. So I've skipped the pastel pinks. I'm going to look at those probably again next spring. But I want to look at the bright pinks. I'm also trying to reorganize my storage and display. Based on the destashing, I'm kind of trying to rearrange things by colour rather than brand. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with that because all the misshapen bottles, I'm not sure I'll be able to deal with the display. But anyway, that is the very, very beautiful Harem from Illamasqua, and it's a lilac pink. But it's just such a beautiful bright pink. I just love this shade. So that's Harem from Illamasqua. I definitely will not be destashing this one. Next is Bubblegum Pink from Sally Hansen. And I'll see if you can see what I mean about these long wands. It makes it slightly... it just makes it more difficult, I think, to apply and manipulate. I end up getting lots and lots of polish loaded onto the brush, but this is a great formula and a fantastic bright sort of Barbie pink. Then I've got two pinks here that are quite similar to each other. This is Summer Holes from Butter London. It's a mini. I think I'll probably be destashing this one because it's been in a project polish. It's a bit of a mess. And this one here, which is quite similar, this is called Boat Party, and this is from Model's Own. So they're quite similar. Now I can't even get the lid off this one. So there you go, that's an early destash. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of this one. So that's Summer Holes from Butter London. And this is the Model's Own. So we can't even see a comparison on the swatch wheel, but this is a very pretty kind of dusky-ish bright pink. And that's Boat Party from Model's Own. And then I've got four very, very bright neon polishes. This is slightly paler. This one's called Juanita, and it's part of a trio of neon cream polishes that Catherine over at Arders Nails brought out earlier this year. And for such a bright neon, this has got a fantastic formula. All the creams actually from Arders Nails. I know that Kat does some fantastic holographics and shimmers and flakies, but the creams are brilliant from Arders Nails. So that's Juanita. And then I don't even know if you'll be able to see how bright this is. This is Love's a Beach, and it's a very bright kind of corally pink. The formula is not brilliant on this. It looks a little bit like Tipex Whiteout. It does dry slightly matte, even though this swatch wheel is dry and polishes matte. I don't know if you can see quite how bright this one is. It's very, very neon. So that's Love's a Beach. And then this one is slightly more pink than it is coral. And this is another bright neon from Model's Own. This one's called Surf's Up. This is one of those neons that's got a slightly watery formula, so would probably look much better over a white polish. But you can still get that opaque in two coats on its own Very, very, very bright pink. And then this one here, Orly does some fantastic neons. This is Va Va Voom, which is another very, very bright neon. And this has got a similar formula actually to the Model's Own, so it might look even more neon over a white polish. Similar, but even brighter than the Model's Own. Then I've got some slightly darker pinks that actually look red here, but they are definitely pink. This one is more of a kind of purpley pink, and actually I think it's called, yeah, Purple Crush. And this has also been in a Project Polish mini. Yeah, this is definitely actually more purple than pink, but it is that bright purpley orchid pink. It's quite difficult to apply with this tiny, tiny brush. But that is Purple Crush. If I ever find this in a big bottle, I will grab it, definitely. It is a beautiful, beautiful, bright purpley pink. And this one is a bright summery pink from OPI. This is You're the Shade That I Want, and this, I believe, is from the Grease collection. Yeah, so this is a darker pink, but it's definitely still bright. And a great classic OPI formula. So that's the shade that I want. You're the shade that I want. And this one is quite similar actually in the bottle. And this is Catherine from Ada's Nails. I know this is a very popular polish with a lot of people. I've seen this on Instagram everywhere. Brilliant formula and a beautiful kind of pinky, reddish pink. But very, very bright. I know it just looks red there against all the other bright pinks, but it's definitely a pink. And then this one here, this is a mini from the Paradise collection, I believe. No, this was the spring collection last year, the kind of fitness themed collection, and this is called Bodysuit Yourself. And again, this is a similar kind of darker, bright pink. Good formula. So that's Bodysuit Yourself. And finally, this bright, bright pink here from H&M, and this is called So There. Yeah, this is much more opaque. That actually is a fantastic formula. I've forgotten how good this one is. So that's So There from H&M. So those are my bright pink creams. I'm going to put a second coat on everything and see if we're going to be doing any destashing. Okay, so that is a second coat on everything. That is a very bright swatch wheel. Everything's still wet, so I'm going to try and get through this before it all starts drying down again so I can save my top coat. I'm so peevish. Harem, I've realised I've probably only got about sort of coming up to half the bottle. So I'm going to try not to swatch this as much because I won't be able to get hold of this again, and I absolutely love it. So definitely keeping Harem. Also going to be keeping the Bubblegum Pink from Sally Hansen, and of course the Model's Own Boat Party, because I will have to destash this one. We couldn't even swatch it. So that's the Terrible Butter London. I will be keeping Juanita from Ada's Nails, a beautiful, beautiful bright pink. Of the three bright neons here, trying to get you there to see how bright they are, I'm definitely going to keep Love's a Beach from China Glaze, which is this one here. It does actually dry down matte. But these two here, the brightest of the two is actually the Orly, and they're very, very similar. So I am going to destash the Model's Own. I'm going to keep the Orly and actually the mini Orly. You can't see the difference there, but this is a very, very bright purpley. That's the Purple Crush. So I'm definitely keeping those two. And then the four kind of more reddish pinks here at the end. I think that the OPI, You're the Shade That I Want, is very similar to Catherine, which I much prefer because obviously Catherine is my friend. So I'm going to keep Catherine. I'm also going to keep Bodysuit Yourself. Actually, no, I'm going to destash it. It is very similar to Catherine. And then I'm going to keep So There just because it is a lot deeper than everything else. And also it kind of borders that pinky red shade. Sorry, the light is going everywhere at the moment with this swatch wheel. So in the end, I destashed 4 of the 13, which I'm quite happy with. So yeah. So let me know what you think of bright pinks in the summer. Are you a bright pink nail polish wearer? Have you got any of the neon pinks? The next video will be my different finish pinks, bright pinks. Yeah. I'm quite enjoying this destashing actually because it gives me an opportunity just to sort of reorganise my storage as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!